I'm not a poet who desires to beguile you with deep words for you to snap your fingers and shout, "Right on, Pastor." Please don't give me that title. Good day, people. You're welcome once again to I Am Not a Poet, coming to you from the stables of KC Visual Studios. I remember this is where we treat serious matters in a trivial way so that we can all learn and improve our lifestyle. We've had discussions on how we can empower ourselves. We've also had discussions on how not to dwell on other people or make other people become our yes man or yes woman, begging to all our others. If we're making friends, we should make mutual friends that should be beneficial both ways. We're contributing and they're also contributing equally. Today on that segment, we have another poem that I want to go through. Listen and drop your comments in the comment section, and also ways that we can improve and adapt. Whatever information, whatever advice you have, please drop in the comment section. Here goes. Growing up, my dad was my hero, granting me all I desired. If I needed a bicycle, all I had to do was tell him and he would make it happen. But then I grew to understand that it was a give and take issue. My dad would tell me, once you pass your exams, I will get you a bicycle. If you pass your exams, I will get you a phone. If you pass your exams, I will get you a new shoe, etc. Growing up, I thought that was a lifestyle until the hands of death seized my dad. After a while, the whole thing passed away and I became bright again. But my mistake was thinking every other person will continue in that same pattern. I thought my uncles would pick up the baton from where my dad stopped, or my aunties would continue from where he stopped. So I started developing that sense of entitlement, asking everybody, thinking it would be a give and take situation. But I learned the hard way. My uncles would tell you, don't expect so you don't be disappointed. I started to curb my expectations. Each disappointment was a lesson, teaching me to stop asking so I don't get disappointed. I began to understand that every gift, every blessing was God's gift, not an expectation. Not that I was too good or not that I deserved it. It was a given. I started to stop hoping on man and depend more on God. I left every sense of entitlement and started seeing every gift as a blessing. It's better to expect disappointment than to keep an open mind and be disgraced. What are we talking about today now? We're talking about expectations, and this is one problem that Nigerians, or generally in the whole world, people are facing seriously. I did not do anything for you. Then how do I expect to receive anything from you? Not everybody is God, yes. God doesn't need to receive anything from us before he does for us. But on the other hand, when it comes to human beings dealing with each other, it should be a trade by barter system. You do something for me, I reward you in return. Or you work for me and I pay you. But Nigerians have developed that sense of entitlement that even where they did not work, they want to reap. They just see you dressed nice and expect that, oh, since you're well-to-do, then you should hand out things to the other people, to the other person. It has become annoying to the extent that you even see somebody that is dressed better than you, that looks better than you, and yet he expects you to still drop. So I'm taking it a step further that they even start threatening you or blackmail you when you don't do things for them, which shouldn't be the norm. Why do you need to threaten others to expect something? I heard the other time a girl was saying she pities how the men suffer. In what aspect? That you just wake up and start doing transfer to somebody that not work for you, especially ladies. And you hear ladies talk about how they expect salary compensation from their boyfriends. I see that's a job requirement or that's a job title. So it prevents when did having a girlfriend become a means of entitlement or a job? You see a girl telling you, you need to put me on either 100,000 per month or 200,000 per month or 300,000 per month. And when you ask them now, what are you giving in return? They will start telling you trash and cock and bull stories. And I give you peace of mind. I give you love. I give you this. Like Gege said, if I'm the one demonstrating my love, then why shouldn't you demonstrate your own love? You said you loved me. You're not proving it. I told you I love you and I have to prove it. Sorry, how does that correlate? it should be a give and take issue. It's not as if, okay, yes, we expect that you should always give back, but you should be doing something in return that will make me want to take care of you or cater for your bills or attend to your needs. So I'm taking a step away from that. People have generalized that aspect of life whereby they sit back, expect you to keep giving them. Like the other day, I was going home in the night, and one guy just came up from nowhere and was telling me, bro, I give you salama, toilet for you. You don't want to go spoil you. After the whole praises and everything, the next thing was, bro, so they wait for you. I was like, sorry, what did you do for me that you're waiting for me? Okay, see all the praises. I started hailing him back, say, maximum regard, bro. So yourself, your shoe, your teeth shine. Nothing go spoil for your own. And the boy started getting annoyed to the extent that he was turned to a squabble. What did you do for me that you expect me to drop something for you, please? We should not become lazy and start hoping on other people's expectations. A friend of mine used to quarrel with me that I don't used to ask him, and I said, see, bro, if you give me, yes, I accept. But to remind you and tell you, you've not answered me this month, it should not be a norm. It should not even be a thing to be encouraged. If you give somebody something, yes, out of your free will or out of your mind, out of the little you have, you just remember and said, okay, this person I have him in mind, let me give him this. That is love. That is expression of love. But to now put it on your own as a reminder that, bro, you've not remembered me this month, you did not give me to this month, it should not be a given. Nigerians, we have nurtured that mentality that people owe us something. Nobody owes us anything unless you have worked for the person. And yes, but if you haven't done anything for the person, why would you be expecting? The other day, somebody called me and was telling me I should send him data out of the blues. You don't even know if I'd eaten, you don't even know how I was faring. And I told the person, sorry, man, right now I'm broke. Even I've not eaten since morning. Funny enough, the person took his phone, called me back, and started blasting me on the phone. Why would I be lying to him? I'm not eating. And I said, sorry, if you had credit to call, why can't you subscribe? The person called the phone on me and said, I'm wasting his credit. You haven't asked me how I'm faring, for crying out loud. You haven't even spoke to me in a while. This is the same person that on my birthday, I lent him money and he didn't return. So the thing is, many people just see you in this, like for me now, my stature is like is a gain and a loss, because some people don't see me and think, whoa. Like the other day I was crossing the road and the lady pursued me. I was like, bro, sorry, don't be offended, dude, that was calling you big. I said, dude, don't get to the point. Next thing was like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. We did not get paid. I'm hoping you can pay me and my friend that came along. I said, did you work for me? Why will I pay you and your friend, for crying out loud? I said, how? You've not sorted your own out first. You're saying you and your friend. Please, Nigerians, stop that mentality. And the thing is, you see them mostly at the park. All these semi-touts, all coming outs. You see them dressed fine. Even shoes that you've not even put on in years, they are wearing them, the latest releases. And you ask yourself, where are they getting this money from? But yet, from morning to night, you see them at that bus stop, praising to people, expecting money in return. I see they are praise worshippers or alagas, etc. You work for what you get. It's a different thing when somebody gives you money out of their benevolent heart or the love they have. But wherever you start expecting from somebody's pocket, please kill that notion. Don't expect so you don't be disappointed. Because when you hope on, like somebody said, if I will promise you, I cannot assure you when I will give it to you, but I promise you. In other words, they will give you hope. And anything built on hope, except the hope on God, do. But any hope on any human being, my brother or sister, you are wasting your time. You can only hope on God that will come true. But if you hope on me, I will promise you, but I will never come true. That's if you've not worked for me or if I don't love you. But sorry, if you love me and I know my people, I come through for them. It's not, we should kill that habit, please. We should kill that notion. Expectations spoil relationships. Another aspect is people give to expect in return. It shouldn't be that way. Because if you're depending on that, you'll be disappointed. Many times, if you do a track record, people that you have come through hardly come true for. People that you have come true for, they hardly come true for you. And most times that kind of thing builds content. Builds beef. Because in your mind, you're thinking, I've done for this person, he has never done for me. That should not be the case. So even when lending money too, they tell you to lend what you're to give what you can forget, so that you don't start creating enemies without your knowledge. Most times, if I can give it, I release it for you. Especially the barest minimum. But to start giving you what I know I cannot forget, release. No, I don't do that because I like my friendships and I crave or I nurture my friendships to start breeding enemies. If you're doing for someone, like the Bible says, less of self and more of giving, more of love. Do it from the bottom of your heart. You're not doing it so that you tell the next person and say, I gave this person 10,000. Remember, let me write it down so that tomorrow when I'm asking for money now and tell me he doesn't have money, I will remind you that I gave him 10,000 one time too. No, that hand should not be. Even the Bible says your right hand or your left hand should not know what the other hand is giving. Meaning that it should be done in secret. It's not a thing of an announcement. So people have gotten to that aspect, to that level of, if you give out a shirt or a trouser, you start reminding the person, this my shirt look good on you. And I never wear this thing like 2 times. I mean, this my trouser will fit you well. If you knew you're going to announce it, then why give it out? Or if you knew you had sentimental attachment to it, why give it out? Whatever you cannot give without releasing, then don't attempt it. You're not giving to mark attendance, or you're not giving to register your name in the good books. No. You are giving because it touched your heart to give, and God has blessed you to give. Funny thing is, not everybody can be a giver. Not everybody. But where God has made you a giver, please give without keeping receipts. Yes, we understand that the mentality in Nigeria now is if you don't keep receipts, they will remind you 99 good, 1 bad. And that 1 bad will not tarnish your image. No. You have done it for God. You have done it for love. Let it go. Don't start keeping receipts and reminding everybody. And I gave him in 1995, January 5th, 6th, in between the midnight, I gave him 1,000 to eat. Why now? Come on. That's not how love should be spread. I know people have that sense of entitlement that has made everybody feel sick, but it shouldn't be that way. When you give without thinking about it. And you too, when you know for somebody, kill their expectations. He or she does not owe you anything. If I'm giving you the fact that I gave you 1,000 today now doesn't mean that I owe you 10,000 tomorrow. And Nigerians, we are fond of that thing. Some weeks back, somebody asked me for a certain amount, and I said, sorry, I don't have cash. The next thing, the man picked up first, I was like, how can a big boy like you say you don't have cash? I said, throughout that day, I was pausing in my mind because I don't even know you from anywhere. You just saw me and stopped me. The next thing, he started asking with authority as if I was owing you a certain amount. And how can a big boy like you're dressed like this, you don't have this amount? Sorry, did they say it's by your dressing that they know how much you earn or how much you have in your pockets? Nigerians are the funniest bunch in this world. The other day, I gave somebody 100 and she was telling me, 900 naira. And I'm like, how do you people have this audacity? I said, if I had this boldness, like my friend would say, I would have passed jam a long time ago. Come on, man. Let's be better. We can do better. We think humanity has died, but no, humanity has not died. But because of this sense of entitlement and greed, people are afraid of giving out. When people give and you appreciate it, they would want to do more. But whereby they give and you turn it to a register. Bros, remember the 1K for today? You never give me. Come on, I'm not owing you salary or anything. I just bless you out of love. Let's kill the expectation, please, so that we can spread love without second thoughts. Now, these people are afraid to give because they don't want that entitlement spirit to enter anybody. Sometimes you share love and it turns to a regular thing now. People will not start reminding you, bro, don't forget I'm coming out today. Because you gave 1 bottle or 2 bottles, come on. We can be better people. I hope with these few words that we have shared today that you can learn to be a better person, spread love without keeping receipts, and you that did not work for somebody, don't be expecting from somebody that did not work for. You do not put money in their pockets. And besides, you that is always collecting, have you seen them not looking better in any way? Because your hands are always closed. But whereby you start giving a hand, your hands will open. The world goes around that way. You give, I give. You give, I give. Before you know it, the world becomes a better place. But whereby you're always receiving, your hands are tight like a boxer's hand. Come on now. Let's do better. Let's share love. Love and light. Peace out. This is TOBY. Remember, I am not a poet. This is coming to you from the stables of KC Visual Studios. Remember, subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, etc. We'll keep spreading love and light from here, sharing topics that we are afraid to talk on a normal day in a subtle way here. And I hope that with these few messages that we have passed, you have learned to be a better person and stop being an expectant out. Love and light from here once again. This is a boy signing out. TOBY. I am not a poet.